Pineapple is a delicious fruit that nearly everyone has tasted at least once. Pineapple is not only tasty but also nutritious for the body. However, you might have bought a sour pineapple and thrown it away. What a waste! Choosing a sweet, juicy, crispy pineapple is not difficult. In this video, I will share tips on how to pick a sweet pineapple, using the knowledge of experienced pineapple farmers. First, the first skill is to look at the color of the pineapple. Typically, the pineapples you see on the market can be categorized into 3 types. The first type is the one that is entirely green. The second type is the one that has a yellow and green color. The third type is the one that is entirely yellow or dark yellow. Many people are unsure about which one to choose. Which pineapple is the sweetest? It might seem complicated, right? Let's start with this dark yellow pineapple. It is yellow, but don't assume it's ripe. For pineapples, this means it's overripe. The core might turn black and have a faint smell of alcohol. Although it's sweet, the flesh is a bit soft and not crispy enough. It might have a wine-like taste when eaten. This type of pineapple is past its best eating period. The pineapple with yellow-green color is the one that is at its best eating period. It has enough moisture, is crispy, and sweet. If you buy it, you should eat it within 2 days. If you want a fresh, sweet pineapple to eat right away, choose the yellow-green one. It will have the best taste. Finally, the pineapple that is still fully green. It looks fresh but isn't ripe enough. The flesh is crispy but very sour, and it can even be a bit tough. This type will turn yellow in 4 to 5 days and will taste better when it's ripened. If you want to buy it to smell its fragrance before eating or want to keep it for a few days, you should choose this type. So, if you want to buy the best pineapple, choose the one that is greenish yellow. This pineapple is just right for ripeness, has plenty of sugar, and will taste better and be crisper. Where are you from? Leave a comment and let me know. I'm happy to meet you from all over the world. Second tip for picking a sweet pineapple: look at the crown at the bottom of the pineapple. This is the key point to distinguish between a fresh and an old pineapple. If the crown is slightly dry but not moldy, it shows that it's fresh, recently picked, and transported. This type of pineapple is juicier and tastier. On the contrary, if the stem is moldy or black, it means the nutrients in the stem have almost been depleted, and much of the water has evaporated. The flesh might even turn black after it's cut. Additionally, we need to observe the size of the stem. The stem is the core of the pineapple and runs through the entire fruit. For pineapples of the same ripeness, the larger the stem, the thinner the flesh. And the smaller the stem, the thicker the flesh. We try to buy pineapples with small stems to get more pulp and save more money. So, choose pineapples with small, fresh stems. Third tip: look at the pineapple's leaves. The length of the leaves can indicate whether the pineapple has received enough nutrients during growth, and this is also crucial for assessing its sweetness. Better leaves mean the pineapple grew in better conditions and developed fully. Thus, after a period of growth, the nutrients inside the pineapple have been fully nourished, making the pulp sweeter and more flavorful. In other words, the longer the leaves, the better the growth conditions, and the tastier the pineapple. On the contrary, you shouldn't buy pineapples with short and sparse leaves because that indicates poor growing conditions. This type of pineapple absorbs nutrients less efficiently. This could be a sign of malnutrition. The taste of this type of pineapple isn't as sweet, and the flesh isn't as juicy, so it's less flavorful. Fourth tip: look at the eyes of the pineapple. These are the eyes of the pineapple. On the surface, you'll see small eyes connected to each other. The fewer and more evenly spaced the eyes are, the more sunlight the pineapple received during its growth. Only in a fully exposed environment can the pineapple grow better. This type of pineapple is of good quality, with higher sugar content, and tastes sweeter and better. On the other hand, if the pineapple has thick, clustered eyes, it means it didn't get enough sunlight, and the growth conditions were poor. This type of pineapple is usually very sour, and people who can't tolerate sourness often throw it away. If you try to eat it, it may make your teeth hurt. If the eyes of the pineapple are few and evenly spaced, we can be assured it will be sweet. This is the ideal choice. Fifth tip, press on the skin of the pineapple to check its firmness. When you press it and feel softness and maybe some water coming out, it means the pineapple is overripe. This type is not recommended for everyone. If it's a good pineapple, when you press the skin, it should feel moderately firm with a slight softness. If it's too firm, it might not be ripe. So, when selecting, choose pineapples that feel moderately firm when pressed. Remember this. Sixth tip, smell the pineapple. You can tell whether two similar pineapples are ripe or not by their smell. Generally, ripe pineapples have a stronger fragrance and are sweeter. Pineapples that have little fragrance likely weren't fully ripe when harvested. These ones didn't accumulate enough sugar, so they aren't sweet and aren't worth eating. So, when picking pineapples, buy ones that are yellow-green, with small stems, no mold, good leaves, eyes that are evenly spaced, and a strong, sweet pineapple aroma. These will be juicy, fragrant, sweet, and nutritious. Next, I will share with you how to peel a pineapple quickly and cleanly. You need to wash the pineapple. You can use a toothbrush to scrub it clean. First, trim the leaves so you don't hurt your hands when holding it. Then, cut off the bottom of the pineapple. Now, hold the leaves with one hand and use a knife to peel off the skin. Holding the leaves won't dirty your hands while peeling the skin. Then, use a knife to clean the skin. Be careful to peel only the skin, not too thick, to avoid wasting. It's nice to know that we can meet from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. After peeling, you will see many eyes on the pineapple. You'll notice the eyes are arranged in diagonal rows. Now, use a knife to cut along these rows to remove the eyes. Tilt the knife slightly to cut out the eyes of the pineapple. Do this until all the eyes are removed. Finally, after removing all the eyes, you'll have a perfectly ripe, delicious, clean pineapple. You can cut it into pieces to eat. Do you know how to select and peel pineapples now? Try it soon. That's all for my video. If you have any other tips on selecting or peeling pineapples, leave a comment and let me know. If you found the video useful, please give it a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.